a switch statement, another conditional statement. Now this switch statement is a statement that successfully tests the value of an expression. A switch statement is a statement that successfully tests the value of an expression. Now, but let's create a new class. Let's create a new class, a new Java class. Let's call it objective switch. Objective switch. Now we have a new Java class named objective switch. Now this Java class does have a method. Let's create a method. Like I said, the first thing you need to do is to create a method. So how do you create a method? Say public static main void string square bracket args. Here we have open of your curly brace and the closing of your curly brace. Something wrong. Public static main static void main. I think okay. That was an error. Okay, I have my main method, but now let's discuss what the switch statement is all about. Now when we say switch statement successfully tests the value of an expression. Now this tests the value of an expression. Now when we say test the value of an expression against a list of case label. Now let's leave it at that. Let me simplify this as simple as possible. Switch statement is basically used in, we use the switch statement in objective test questions. That was why I just named this as objective, because we're going to be using objective as an example. Objective test questions is generally basically used for facial recognition software. Any program that has to do with you matching a particular variable, a particular expression with a list of cases. Now when you want to try to find a match of a particular expression, a particular variable, or a particular input with a list of cases, then you make use of your switch statement. Make use of switch statement. Don't forget, when you are trying to write a code, when you're trying to write a program to actually create a match with an input from user with a list of cases you have in the database or you have in your program, you make use of a switch statement. Now, how do we write a switch statement? Let's go straight by creating an example of an objective test question. Now let's create a method first. Public void test. Now in this method I will say system dot out dot print line I'm going to write the question. What is the capital of Nigeria? What is the capital of Nigeria? Now that is the question. Now I'm going to need an answer. Now let's create a variable, a global variable here. Let's create a global variable string. And for the string is a variable, is a data type that stores statement, that stores expressions, words or expressions characters. So let's create string and put it as answer. Something wrong. The string should be in capital letter as answer. Now let's create character Don't forget, character is a data type also that stores a car object. Let's say option. Don't forget, the character. Car is a data that stores a character object, and character is just a single letter. Now let's now go further by making use of our switch statement. Now look at this. Car. I'm about to use car. Or before I initialize what option is. Let's go further. Let's start by using switch. You say switch, then the switch followed by the expression which you want to test. Now, what's the expression I want to test? I want to test the options. I want to test the option. Now, the option, I'm going to open my curly brackets and put list of options in this, and list of options are going to be in different case keywords. Now don't forget, if you're writing a switch statement, you write a switch followed by the option switch or whatever you want to test, what you want to match with a list of cases. Now the list of cases will be under different case keywords. Now look at this case. Don't forget the character option is going to be the option that the user is going to what click, the user is going to input. Now let's assume a user used D as option. Let's assume a user used D as option. Sorry. Let's assume a user picked D as option. Now, a user picked D as option. Let's test a case for A. Let's test a case for A. Now, if a user pick A as option, so we are not going to make use of this semicolon, we're going to make use of a colon. Now if a user use A, pick A as option, then you are telling the system to do what? System.out.print line wrong answer. But how would the user know that is the wrong answer? Let's put the options in what is going to come out as the statement on the screen. What's the capital of Nigeria? Let's include new line 1. Let's say Abuja, or let's say Sokoto, and let us use of 1. Let's use A because A is the character we are trying to test. Let's move to new line. Let's use B. Let's use the correct answer as B, Abuja. New line C, Lagos. New line D, Ikeja. Well, let's see, Bayelsa. Okay, now telling the user what's the capital of Nigeria: A, Sokoto; B, Abuja; C, Lagos; D, Bayelsa. Now the user is going to pick only the options. He's going to type in either A, B, C, or D. Now let's assume a user has typed in D as an option. Now let's test for each of the cases. Now if case A, then print system.print.9 wrong answer. Then afterwards use a break to exit the program flow. Use a break to exit the program. To make you understand better, let me take you back to explain what this is all about, the theoretical part of this switch and case before we come back to this. Now, a switch statement. Now, when we say a switch statement is a statement that takes the value of an expression or a variable against a list of case labels with integer or character constants. Now, when a match is found in one of the case labels, the statement associated with that case label gets executed. Now look at it. When a match is found, and when a match is found with this case label, the statement within that case label is executed. The statement with this case label. Now we're trying to match it with this option. And what is the option? D. Now once D and this case, once the option in D is the same as the case label, then the statement within this case label is executed. Now let's go further by creating another case, list another case, case B. And we should know that B is the correct answer because the capital of Abuja, the capital of Lagos, the capital of Nigeria is actually Abuja. Then we make the program exit from that case label and then create another case label C, system.out.createLine, wrong answer. And C is also a wrong answer. And the system exits from that case label program. Let's create another case label, which is lastly D. Wrong answer. Then break. Now let's look at the theory again. How do you write a switch statement? Switch your expression or your variable name, open your curly brace bracket, the case expression, statements. Now break, in the next case label, the statement, break, the next case label, the statement, break, and so on and so forth. Then you close the curly brace bracket. You're just trying to match the expression here with each of these case label. Once there's a match between this and any of these case label, for example, there's a match with this and this, then the statement here executes. For example, you are trying to test, we're using facial recognition software, you're actually trying to test a particular face input as an expression here. Depending on how you're going to write the code, then each of these case label are different faces in which is in the database. Now once there's a match with this face and any particular face here, whatever information that is stored that is associated with that particular face is executed and it comes up. Now that's just what a switch statement is mainly used for. Now let's go back to our code. Now look at it, we are done with switch statement already. Now this is as simple as it is. This is all just about switch statement. Now in this case D, the user is going to input the option is yourself, like in the case we did forward the ATM where we use deposit equals to accept.net int. Again, when we've studied scanner, we are going to be using that quite a lot well, and you understand how user can actually input data. Now let's create an object. What's the name? Objective switch. Object name, let's name it class test equals to new objective switch. Then we call a method an object to perform a particular method. And what method are we telling the object to perform? We're going to perform this test method because that test is containing the behavior we want our object to actually perform, and that is we're calling test method, and the object is to perform the test method. Now let's run this code to see how our program looks like. Now look at it. What is the capital of Nigeria? A. Sokoto, B. Abuja, C. Lagos, D. Bayelsa. Don't forget the user has inputted D as the option. Now, and what is associated to D? There's a match with the option. This because the switch we are trying to find a match with this option and any of these case label. And what is option? Option is D. And let's check, is this D? No. Is this D? No. Is this D? No. Is this D? Yes. So it's going to execute this answer, which is wrong answer. Let's look down. Wrong answer. Now, in this case, it's not going to come out wrong answer as it is as it came out, because it's going to allow the user to first input the option. Then once the user has inputted the option is going to be stored in this variable name. Then the switch statement goes further to now find a match. Now, let's change this by using B. And don't forget, B is the correct answer. Now, let's run it again to see what our program looks like. Look at it. B, subtotal is capital of Abuja, which is what? B. And what did it say? Correct answer. It's not coming up as B, but it's coming up as what? Correct answer, which is the statement you want to execute in that particular case once the match is found. And that is all for switch statements. And with constant practice with this, you should be able to what? Make use of switch statement in any level. All what you just need is what? Your creative idea, your creative mind on what you need to do. Then you apply your what? You put them down in what? In code format, and you're all to go. You are good to go. Now, next class we'll be looking at the looping statement. We are done with the conditional statement, and we're looking at looping statement, how we can make your code repeat a certain number of times. So join me next class as we continue with this same lesson, Java programming construct. Thank you very much.